Good evening everybody, and welcome to this very latest episode of this Burnley career mode. And we're going to concentrate on the number 4 games for you. With the League Cup already in bank, it's back to league action for the next 3 games. Away trips to Southampton and Chelsea, sandwiched between the two by a home match on the 8th of March against Swansea. And finishing this particular video with an FA Cup quarter-final away at Stoke City. So, plenty to look forward to there in both League and Cup. And then in the second video we've got a game with Borussia Dortmund away, and then a home match with Hungary at Wembley in the Euro qualifiers, and an away match with Greece, and of course finishing off with Manchester City at Turf Moor on the final day of March. And then obviously there'll be a lot more than the 4 games I would have thought in April, with Cup semi-finals and possible Champions League quarter-finals. And obviously there'll be a lot more if we reach the finals of the FA and the Champions League. But that's all along in the future. But we have to go to St Mary's first to play an away fixture against Southampton in what's always a tough place to go down to. So let's get straight to Southampton for the first match of 4 in this edition of the Burnley Mark II career mode. And a very warm welcome to St Mary's as Burnley look to continue their march to the title. Southampton struggling still to stay up in the division. They're outside the bottom 3, but not by a long way. Well, the last time these two sides met, that was back in December, when Southampton led twice in the game before losing 3-2 to a Harry Kane-inspired Burnley comeback in the second half. Will it be just as dramatic here as the League Cup winners come out for the first time since winning the League Cup just 3 or 4 days ago? So let's take a final check on the two teams. It's Mane, Pelliot and Isgrove up front for Southampton. Tadic, Davidson Reed are the holding midfielders. Holden Vale and Gardos are the 2 centre-backs. Peter Porsakic is placing goal. One significant change. And then he's on the right-hand side where Serge Gnabry comes in for the injured Michael Catley. Otherwise, it's the same team that beat Chelsea at Wembley last Sunday. Bitterly cold evening here on the south coast. Plenty of rain going down as well as we look at Toby Alderweireld. He's going to be needing more than ever at Southampton bid to stay off relegation. Here's the rounding charge. He's come a long way for this. He's from County Durham, Michael Oliver. Had to travel a pretty long way to be here to that. And so are the Burnley fans, or 2,500 of them. And that is the end where Burnley will attack in the Old Arch strip, playing from left to right. Southampton, of course, need I remind you, in red and white stripes. Here's Ward. Kane. Folks, early shot coming in and over the top of the crossbar. Took Kane well, and almost shaved the crossbar. David Jones there offering some encouragement. So it's Forster to take a goal kick for Southampton. All in green today. Jones's header. Here's Frank Lampard. Lampard who can hit him! Just wide. This was the earlier chance for Sam Vokes that just cleared the crossbar. Well, Burnley have had a couple of good opportunities with about just over nearly 6 minutes gone. In fact, this is the 6th minute of the game. It's Forster just taking his time with his goal kick. Jones again winning a good header, and here's Vokes onto it again. And Vokes' efforts this time, just skids wide of that post. Burnley are getting chances in the opening exchanges of this game. And he just curls away at that last second. But it's going to be difficult conditions for goalkeepers. Certainly on a wet, greasy surface like this one we've got here at St Mary's. Another kick from Forster. And this time Jones is out jumped. That's a foul by Zuma, but the referee allowing the advantage to be applied here. Excellent challenge. Now Yanazai. Kane. We've got one in that Capital One final. Harry Kane. Well held by Forster. Oh, it's a penalty kick! Well, I have to say there is a bit of a surprise, and what's happened here? There's boos all around the stadium. Has Forster been sent off? Well, there is boos all around. It is a red card for Forster, and I have to say, even though I am Burnley on this game, I think this is harsh. Because he gets the ball for me. He's got control of the ball. I think that's very, very harsh. And it means Southampton have to sacrifice an outfield player in order to get the reserve goalkeeper on here. Gardas is the man. Well, that's surprising me. A defender has come off to be replaced by a goalkeeper. You'd have thought one of the front three would have possibly done that. Oh, that is such a harsh decision on Southampton. I didn't think it was a penalty, let alone a red card. Just to confirm the substitution, it's Arthur Barracks who's come on for Gardos. He's going to face Frank Lampard here from the penalty spot. And he saved it. Well, I have to say, and to be fair to the Southampton side, I think that's justice done. Burnley now are playing against 10 men, and I think it was a harsh decision to send Forster off. But when you're at the bottom, it's very difficult at the moment. When the luck goes against you in referee decisions, that's another good tackle there. But I certainly thought Forster had control of the ball. Now here's Harry Kane, and Burnley could profit despite the penalty miss. Kane, go! And you've got to say, even though Southampton have been harshly dealt with in terms of the sending off, the goal has been coming right from the word go here. And Harry Kane here has provided it. He struck it with all his venom and might. And there was nothing that Arthur Barak could do about that. And Kane, as number 16 in the league this season, well and truly in the bag. And the Clarets take the lead. They've deserved it on the balance, there's no doubt about that. There's no getting away from that. But how harsh is that penalty decision? I mean, the save was justice in it's done. Justice done, but I think even greater justice would have been served if the referee had played on, really. I didn't think it was a penalty looking at it first time. I was very surprised. In fact, to be fair, I think a lot of the Burnley players were quite surprised. And here's Gnabry now. 2-8 in the centre. And Michael Owen is one of the best referees in the game at the moment, but even he's made a monumental error there tonight. I'm sure Ronald Koeman will have stern words to say about it, even though the penalty was missed by Lampard, and it's very rare he misses from the spot. But it wasn't a good penalty by his own high standards. Here is Lampard, and he's set Folks on his way here. He's away from the defender here. And Folks has got Kane waiting in the middle, unmarked, 2-0. That was just a simple goal, and it was Lampard who played it on. Folks on the far side, a wonderful cross, and a fantastic volley by the £2.5 million signing from Tottenham, Harry Kane, who's got a bright future as a Burnley player, and the way things are going for him at the moment, his value is shooting up, and goal number 17 of the season, and my goodness, as he took advantage of Danny Ings' unfortunate injury for a couple of weeks or more. With Ings due back within a week or so, Harry Kane is making the most of this. So 2-0 now to the Clarets. Free kick to Southampton. There was an infringement there. Saints down to 10 men. and 2 goals down. Now folks, Kane on a hat-trick of course. Now here he comes now. In through the middle he goes. Now the goalkeeper's got to bear in mind, will he bring him down? Angle's tight. Goal kick. Bitterly cold evening here on the south coast, and it's, you can see a infuriated Ronald Koeman over on the far side. Well, I certainly can anyway. Here's Klein. Away from 2. This is good running by Nathaniel Klein. Good tackle though by Kurt Zouma. It's a lovely ball up towards Harry Kane. Folks, it's onside here. Is this free for Sam Vokes? Good save. Well, credit to Arthur Barracks. This was a magnificent save. Well, it's a good one-handed stop that, and it keeps Southampton, well, dare I say it, with a sporting chance of possibly getting back into this game, considering their numerical disadvantage here. Lampard's corner. Alley out as far as Stephen Ward. Ooh, the shot got a couple of deflections. Harry Kane heads it back in. The flag has got up on the far side though for offside. And who was it against? Sam Vokes. And that should be that as far as the first half is concerned. Jones winning another header as referee Oliver brings the first half to a close. So 45 minutes of action-packed drama over with. Burnley 2 up through 2 goals from Harry Kane. They got a penalty, Burnley, and Fraser, rather harshly I thought, and Fraser Forster was harshly sent off. But at half-time, Burnley are doing the business by 2 goals to 0. And a warm welcome back to St Mary's before the start of the second half. And before I give you the latest scores there, as you can see on your screen, I'd like to point out when I'm doing the games for YouTube, I am actually doing them live on Twitch, and I've had a response from Merseyside Blue asking him, saying hello to me. Well, I'll say hello back to you, that's for sure, Merseyside Blue, if you can hear me. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos, by the way, and I'm glad you're enjoying the live streaming. That's just to let you in on a little secret that we do. When I'm recording these videos for YouTube, I am streaming live around the world on Twitch, and I do get some comments during the game when I'm recording the games and recording them live on Twitch. So that's just to say hello to my viewers, and I've got some loyal fans out there on Twitch. So thank you very much indeed, and keep viewing Merseyside Blue. I think there was a number involved. I don't know what number it was. Maybe you can message me and tell me otherwise. But well, thank you very much indeed, and keep watching the streams. And if you want, honestly, and if you want to add me on YouTube, it's JB Claret 1983. Okay, now to the halftime scores elsewhere in the country tonight. It's halftime at St James's, where Manchester United are beating Newcastle by 1-0. Spurs are losing to Swansea at White Hart Lane, surprisingly there by 1-0. And another good result for us here, potentially here, because we can move further away if West Ham can hold on to that 1-goal lead against Chelsea, who are faltering at the moment under Mourinho. Well, who knows what might happen there. No changes from either side at half-time. There is a change in force for Southampton. James Ward-Prowse is on for the unaffected Reed. So away we go then in the second half. And we're live on Twitch, but this is recorded for YouTube as well. Burnley Part 2 career mode, and this is Gnabry on the ball for Burnley. 2 up here against Southampton. Well punched away by Borak, but only as far as Kane, who's on the hat-trick. Shot gets a deflection. Yannisai trying to follow up to score, but Southampton deal with that one okay. Here's Jones. He's got 13 this season from midfield, and no foul there, surprisingly. I honestly did think it was a foul, unless the referee was in the opinion that he took the ball clean with the Southampton player. Southampton were playing rather well in that first game at Turf Moor back in December, if you remember. Well, the referee sort of spoilt it really by that silly decision to give a penalty for the Clarets. And even though I am the Clarets and I'm a big Clarets fan, as everyone knows, even I thought, and you've got to be strictly neutral when you're commentating as well, even I thought that was a very harsh penalty to give against Southampton. David Jones has just picked up a slight injury there, but he's a determined competitor and he'll carry on for love and money. Swansea winning at Spurs, that's looking unanimous. We have to play Swansea on Saturday, and that in effect is another big game. They're all big in the Premier League, let's not make no bones about it. Here's Gnabry, good ball forward, and Vokes is onto it. Now will he tee up Kane for the hat-trick or will he go alone? I think he's going to go alone, and the goalkeeper did enough to put him off. Well, if anything, that looked more of a penalty than the Forster one in the first half. That I will say. Jerry Rodriguez comes on for Hinsgrove. Rodriguez has scored one and made one against the Clarets back in December. In fact, it was a corner. Lampard with it. Good header coming in. And wide of the target. And a couple of changes are going to be made. I'm hearing down on the touchline. And Ashley Barnes is going to be one of them taking place. And I think the two centre midfielders need to come off as well. Arfield will play in the centre. So Glenn Whelan, the other sub. So a triple change then, as I forecasted. There we are. I'm sure the Southampton fans are very glad to see the back of Harry Kane. He's got two against him. It gives us the chance for the likes of Scott Arfield to really make an impression. He was unlucky to miss out on the right back spot, I have to say. And as you saw earlier, Jay Rodriguez has replaced Hinsgrove as we get underway again with a goal kick. Southampton, of course, harshly dealt with when they were given a penalty against them, and then was subsequently sent and a man sent off. And here's Sam Vokes, and Barnes can make it three. He can. Just under 20 minutes left, and Ashley Barnes caps a wonderful night at the office, away from home for the turn from Turf Moor. And if West Ham hold on to their lead at Upton Park against Burnley's closest rivals for the Championship, well, this is going to be a remarkable night for Burnley Football Club, because that will make it a sweet night into an even sweeter night. Farino. In the second half was a very stupid decision from the referee, but even so, Burnley were been the better team, and no way, not even the arduous Southampton fan could argue with that. They're going to try and pull a goal back. One thing you'll get from Southampton, they don't give up. Ward. Vokes has yet to score yet in this game. Now he's got an opportunity to try. And he's through. He's through. He's through. And he's scored by the aid of the post. Well, it just wouldn't have been the same without a Sam Vokes finish, would it? Well, Danny Ings has got some competition now, because all three strikers have come on tonight and have scored. And with Ings returning from injury in a few days' time, there are four red-hot strikers at the moment, gunning for two spots. Vokes has just got up goal number 18 of the season. And it's a shame from a neutral point of view that the game was ruined by a ridiculous referee decision, but You can't blame Burnley. They can't make up any decisions that the referee, or any strange decisions that the referee might want to make. But Newcastle 1, Man United 2. There's a later score flashing from St James's Park as Barnes goes on another counter. There's 2 waiting in the centre. They took hold of this man advantage well, Burnley, and used it to full effect. And Scott Arfield nearly bagged himself one. Six minutes to go. Points in the bag for Burnley. And heading back up north, where the M3, the M1 and the M6 back to Lancashire. As we go into the last 3 minutes of the game. Game 7 backs for Burnley. It's just a question: will it be 4-0? Will it be extended, or will Southampton pull one back? And here's another peek at that goal again. Oh my goodness! It hit the centre of the post, but it still went for Burnley tonight. I don't know how many black cats they've touched on the way down to Southampton, but they've had certainly a few lucky decisions tonight. The penalty decision being one, and then one or two of the efforts going in off the post. This was a night where everything could have gone right for Burnley has, and Southampton, well, they must have cursed the black cat. Rodriguez. Chance here. Good save. They're going to score. Well, that has got St Mary's on their feet. And that, although it won't matter in the grand scheme of things as the result goes, but Graziano Pella has pulled one back, and he's pulled it to 4-1. Good save there from Heaton. It was well out of ground, and Graziano Pella, the Italian international, making absolutely no mistake. So Southampton at least are on the scoreboard. Southampton 1, Burnley 4. And he's first in the league. Well, you'll need a few more from now to the end of the season. Southampton will have much more dramatic games than this, let me assure you, but without their goalkeeper for at least in the next game, it's going to be so difficult for them now as we move into 5 minutes at the end. And here's Sam Vokes weaving his way through and finding Alpha Barac a real target, and that's a good save. He's made some good saves, the standing Southampton keeper, I have to say. Whelan's corner, headed out, and there is the whistle. The ball goes into the back of the net, but it doesn't count anyway. Final whistle then has gone. 2 for Harry Kane, 1 for Sam Vokes, 1 for Ashley Barnes. Pretty comfortable win, even against, I think it would have been an even bigger win, even against 11. Southampton harshly had their keeper sent off, and Pella pulled one back. And well, welcome to Turf Moor. Burnley's lead, 8 points, but they can extend this now. They've got Chelsea to come during the midweek. So another 6 points here against Swansea and Chelsea in their next 2 games could go a long way to sealing their first league championship success in 55 years. Now the big news for Burnley concerns the substitutes bench and the return from injury of Danny Ings. I should also tell you that it is the same team that put 4 past Southampton. Vokes and Kane do keep their places, but there you are. The big news is amongst the substitutes bench there, the name of Danny Ings. He's back in time for the run-in. Now let's have a look at this very attractive Swansea City side, put together superbly there by Gary Monk. Dremel is preferred to Fabianski in goals. Gomez will play up front, Sigurdsson in behind. You've got Dyer and Ratledge on both wings, and Key and Shelvey, key men in the centre of that midfield. Scott Arfield amongst the substitutes today, and may well get his chance later on. There's Tom Heaton, who's been a superb He's had a superb season between the sticks. Kieran Trippier, tremendous right back in the making. And Jordi Yamat is a defender, 22 years old. Opportunity here for him. Referee today, Phil Dowd from Staffordshire. And the Clarets to kick off, attacking from right to left in this game. That's all on this now, as far as this is concerned. Shackle to Jones. Early shot coming in, and just wide of Drummond's far post. Well, David Jones, who scored a cracker in the game back in August at the Liberty Stadium, came mighty close there. Frank Lampard there acknowledging the effort there. My goodness, his experience in Guile has certainly helped in Burnley's engine room. Picked up for £650,000 from Manchester City when he wasn't enjoying the best of times there. Here's Jones. Kane picks the ball up. And again, good tackling there. And it's going to have to be some good play from Swansea. Shelby has it now for the Swans. A very good, attractive side put together magnificently by Gary Monk. Here's Nathan Dyer. Deflection on the ball in there, and the shot coming in deflected, and an easy one there for Tom Heaton. Trippier, Gnabry, Vux. Great boost to Birmingham. Danny Inks back on the bench, but it's these two at the moment who are leading the line now, trying to link up with each other. Shot coming in. It was David Jones who went flying in there, trying to get a shot which went a little bit more wayward than he would have anticipated. Here's Shelby now away from Zuma, and Gomez is in behind this time. Gomez checks, still Gomez, and Zuma and Shackle between them did marvel well. Now Cave takes it up for Burnley. Good open tempo to the game. Fix out folks. Oh, what skills! What skills indeed! And a wonderful save by Gerard Dremel. That was a world-class save. It was going in there, that effort from Vokes, but what a save that was from Gerard Dremel. Remarkable piece of goalkeeping, world-class goalkeeping in fact. Corner to Burnley, Lampard to take. Header one, goal kick. It was the captain round about the penalty spot mark and couldn't finish the job. Now no, it is Drummel's kick. Header one again. Lampard off. He's certainly got the skills, Lampard. There's not a doubt in my mind. Lampard, oh, what a beauty! That was a remarkable goal. And halfway past the first half we go, and Frank Lampard with the outside of his foot nutmegs Gerard Dremel and into the back of the net. And Burnley take the lead after just 26 minutes. Top work on the goalkeeper, who nearly saved it in fairness, and that's his second goal in Burnley colours in the league since joining from Manchester City. But Frank Lampard, and both have been at Turf Moor. So Burnley now very much in charge now on this sunlit afternoon here at Turf Moor. Beautiful, almost spring-like afternoon here as we go out of the winter blues and hopefully into the spring Promise that Spring might have to offer for the Clarets. Gomez goes forward, but again, good tackle one there, and Gnabry can launch another attack, and Vokes again. He looks absolutely good tonight. Oh, what a good run. Kane wants it, Kane gets it, and the goalkeeper half saved it, and the flag has gone up for offside. Kane had just strayed offside there, and I've got to say there was not much in it at all. Still nil apiece. Rutledge is onside here, in behind Kurt Zouma. And there could be problems above here, and Rutledge shoots it at the side netting. Well, Swansea have got him behind at least 2 or 3 times this afternoon, and could have had an equaliser. Fine margins we talk about in the game, and there was another case in point. Gnabry. Last knockings of the first half. There's the cross coming in, and a header one, and another brilliant save by Gerard Dremel. Kane thought he'd made it 2, but the goalkeeper there was absolutely superb. That is athleticism out of the top draw. And because of that, Lampard will shape another corner up. And a header one this time. The goalkeeper wasn't moving, but he needn't to worry. Shackle's header wasn't troubling the goal or the scorers anytime soon. Well, that's 2. He might have been beaten once through his legs, but I'll tell you something, Dremel has had a great first half. If you take the goal he's conceded out of the equation, 2 magnificent pieces of athleticism to keep out efforts from Vokes and Kane. And it might prove the way here for Swansea to try and get back on terms. No foul. Mr. Dow was well placed. Here's Vokes. Half time. Burnley 1 up. Could have been 2 or 3 up. Swansea have had chances themselves. They're winning the goal that's deciding it came after 27 minutes from Frank Lampard. Dremel has put off 2 remarkable saves and has kept Swansea in it. They trail Burnley here by 1-0. And a warm welcome back to Turf Moor, and this is the only one game being played here today. The sun starts to set a little bit there behind that stand, as you can see. Half time as well at Old Trafford in the other game kicking off today. Manchester United 1, Sunderland 0. These are being played at the same time on this glorious sunlit Sunday afternoon. So Turf Moor ready and raining for the second half. No changes in the personnel. As I said, the main news that Danny Ings is amongst the starters of the substitutes. 1-1 now at Old Trafford. Gangarini has just equalised for Sunderland. It's a big goal for them at Old Trafford against Louis van Gaal's United side. Routledge. Swansea starting well in the second half, but the ball comes out. And it was Key who hit the shot into the Cricketfield stand. Burnley attacking the McElroy in to the left in the second half. Swansea to their fans in the Cricketfield stand to the right. Burnley, just to remind you of colours, Burnley are claret and blue with white shorts and claret socks, and Swansea in the all white strip. Jones. Kane. Oh, marvellously away from the defender. Harry Kane, good save again. Well, that's 3 world-class saves that Gerard Dremel has pulled off this afternoon, and has kept the Welsh side well in contention. Here's Shelvey. Injury alert there. Frank Lampard has pulled up. This could be a serious blow for Burnley. Lampard, who started every game, he's okay to continue. Meanwhile, there's a flag staying down on the far side. Treppier's across. There's going to have to be changes made because Lampard is running on empty. And Whelan is going to come on. And Scott Arfield for David Jones. And Harry Kane is going to come off. And for the first time in a couple of weeks, things will come on. So let's see those substitutions now come to fruition. There we go. And two changes there. Montero and Carroll are both on for Swansea. Routledge is one of the Swansea players and Key is the other Swansea City star to make way. But the big thing is there the return of Danny Ings. Lampard has picked up an injury. Meanwhile, there's a chance for Swansea and it was Shelby right in there. Forced the best out of Tom Eaton that time. Swansea could and maybe should have equalised. Arfield to Vokes. That one goal lead still looking a little precarious for the Clarets. And Swansea here. Oh. Gobic is right in there. It's not away yet. Good desperate defending this from the Clarets. Gobic still has it. This is a good run. Oh, it's hit the post. Oh. Swansea should be level right now. And Shackle can deal with it for the Clarets. Wilkes gets possession. Ings is onside. I had a one challenge, but momentum took him through into the second one, who was able to hook it away. Your car being brandished there for Stephen Ward. And there was an earlier challenge on Gylfi Sigurdsson. That should have really been a free kick. The referee did have an advantage. Now Ashley Williams coming on for Tenderley. Surprised Ashley Williams didn't actually start the game. Here's Whelan. Shelby intercepts. So all three substitutions used by both Burnley and Swansea now as Swansea got for this elusive equaliser. They've hit the post. They've forced the best save from Tom Eaton in this second half. They're knocking on this equaliser. They're knocking on this Burnley door, looking for this equaliser. A day that promised so much for Burnley that it was going to be a comfortable afternoon, where it's been anything but that so far. Vokes finding Ings. He's easily bundled off the ball, but it's all about fitness now. He's coming back into the side after 2 or 3 weeks. Free kick to Burnley. Don't understand why they had to pull it back, because I felt Burnley were in a good position to launch the attack. Here's Januzaj. United have scored late on against Sunderland. Falcao has got what might well prove to be the winner at Old Trafford. Well, that first half goal from Frank Lampard, who's since cut off, be enough here to settle it. As Januzaj goes on a run, it's Januzaj. Oh, he's in the post. Oh, nearly no goal. And a mistake, and it's Vokes. Dremel half saved it, and it's kicked almost off the line. Januzaj just couldn't come up for Ings. Well, it's all been happening here in this last few stages of the second half. And Arfield now. Ball through. Whelan charged down. All eyes now on referee Dowd. It brings the second half to a close. But what a hard-fought victory that was for the Clarets. They had to work hard for it. The winning goal coming after 27 minutes from Frank Lampard. But Swansea hit the post, forced Tom Eaton into making a save. And maybe should have had a point. But Burnley get the victory and win against Swansea by a goal to 0. Hello, good evening. That's the difference between Burnley and Chelsea, the top two. 11 points. It could soon, if Burnley win tonight, it could be 14 points the difference at the top of the Barclays Premier League. And surely then, there'd be no catching them from here on in then. Now this is pivotal. It's a game that Chelsea have to win even to give themselves an outside chance of being champions. But the way Burnley have been in form, it's hard to see where they're going to drop points from. And a return to Stamford Bridge of Frank Lampard, a Chelsea legend in his own right. This is the Chelsea lineup. Diego Costa is up front. Padacek is preferred to Thibaut Courtois in goal. It's Matic, Ramirez, the two older midfielders with Willian, Hazard and Oscar, the three more advanced midfielders. And one significant change in the Burnley lineup. Harry Kane drops to the bench and Danny Ings starts up top alongside Sam Vokes. Otherwise it's the same 11 that scraped past Swansea by 1-0 on Sunday. Well, they're playing a lot against Burnley. They've got an FA Cup quarter-final against Stoke to come on Saturday. And then they've got to play Borussia Dortmund in that second leg next week. This could be the most crucial game. If Burnley win this game, it's hard to see where Didier Drogba and Chelsea can pick up. Another referee for Gary Derham. This time it's Mark Clattenburg who's the man in charge. Burnley going from left to right then in a claret and blue strip with white shorts of course and claret socks. Chelsea in blue shirts, blue shorts and white stockings. Here's Shackle, Stephen Ward tries to come on Burnley from 3,500 Chatham crowds who've come down to Chelsea during the midweek and looking to get in the action straight away. It's Danny Ings in the post. Well, that could have been a dream start for the Clarets, who are looking to go 14 points clear at the top and nearly made the perfect start. In many ways this is the championship decider if Burnley do to go on to win this game tonight. But it's a chance, a goal! Chelsea take the lead, and it's Diego Costa who's got it. And Burnley are in red hot form, are behind here, and it's Diego Costa. It kissed in beautifully off the inside of the post for him, and that's a brilliant finish from the Spaniard. Deadly in that final third, Diego Costa. Lucky 13 for him this season. And with 10 minutes gone, Chelsea have the lead. Well, that was not in Burnley's game plan to concede. But here's Danny Ings now trying to hit back straight away. Ramirez to begin away for Chelsea. Zuma on his return to his parent club. So Mourinho side one up. Frank Lampard, who knows every inch of Stamford Bridge like the back of his hand. If there was an A to Z guide on to Stamford Bridge, Frank Lampard would know every inch of it. There's the goal scorer, Diego Costa. And he's in behind again. For Shackle to beat this time. But Zuma got back and did well. Magnificent defending there by Kurt Zuma. Now Ings. Wonderful play. Can Ings get the equaliser? He can! 1-1! And that was coolness personified. He's scored 40 goals this season, well over 40 goals in all competitions. And with this sort of deadly finishing, you can see why he's got so many. And on his first start, back since just before the League Cup final where he injured himself for a couple of weeks. Well, it's 25 in the league this season. A number 10 in the Cup, a number 10 in the Champions League, 35, but I make that 43, maybe 44 goals this season in total. and Burnley now a goal up, and David, well, back at 1-1, and David Jones has hurt himself. The amount of games these players have to play is quite ridiculous. Offside there. Jones is now slightly injured, which is bad news. Here's Januzaj. He's going through the walls a little bit now. The United loanee. Januzaj hit the defender. Gnabry trying to keep it alive. Burnley's only other major injury concern is that of Michael Kightly, who's going to be missing the rest of the season. Here's Willian now for Chelsea. Always away from the defender. Will he get past Zuma? It's still William. It's Diego Costa. Ball favours to him, but now Willian steals it from him. Still Willian. Ball kept in rather well by Chelsea. Good defending again, and now Gnabry can launch another attack for Burnley. Even Steven first half. Lampard has been rather quiet thus far on his return to Stamford Bridge. Willian. Good ball in. It's Ramirez for Chelsea, and a great save. Great piece of goalkeeping by Tom Heaton. Using his leg to dramatic effect. And keeping Burnley in at a 1-1. Hazard's corner. Didn't clear the first man. He'll get a second bite at this cherry now. Oh, what a lovely ball. And a good tackle there. Rain's pouring down here in West London tonight. And a good match here developing. If Burnley can get 3 points, is Matic prepares to take another Chelsea goal. Chelsea corner rather. There it comes. Headed away. Quite beautifully by Zuma. The shot coming in. And over the top it goes from Felipe Luis. I think. And it wasn't a particularly well hit shot. It's not the sort of shot you would associate with a defender. There's Diego Costa, 26, so plenty of room to manoeuvre in the game for him. Still got a great future ahead of him, Diego Costa. Signed, of course, from Atletico Madrid. What a lovely flick there for Hazard to Oscar. But a good tackle there, and Lampard can take it up, but there is half time. Well, evenly balanced. Chelsea trying to stay in the league championship hunt, took the lead through Diego Costa, but Danny Ings on his first return, his first start since returning from injury, has made it all square at half time. It's 1-1. Welcome back to Stamford Bridge for the second half then of this game with Chelsea on this Mark II Burnley career mode. 1-1 there here, but at Hull City at the KT Stadium, it's Hull City 1, Sunderland 0. Big goal that for Hull. Meanwhile, before we carry on with the second half, there was a couple of changes I can tell you in the offing. Obviously with fitness playing into consideration, it's Burnley are going to make 3 substitutes very early doors here. Arfield and Wheeler about to come on in the central midfield, and Harry Kane will replace some folks in attack. So Burnley freshening things up a bit, and they just feel Frankie Lampard could do with a little bit of a rest. He's been playing a lot of the time since coming to Burnley. And now Scotty Arfield. And the crucial thing, Danny Ings is on form now, and he's through this time. It's Ings. It's half saved. It will come for Kane. Can't finish the job. And then Arfield getting Ings' way, and then Ings got the shot in, and Pedacek, although not necessarily having to be too dramatic about it than he was, managed to grab hold of it. Costa. What a good challenge there by Kurt Zouma. Really went in for that and really went in hard, but fair. Kane. He's just jogging now, but he'll need to give us some support here for Harry Kane. Kane pulls the ball back. Ings was lurking. It's still not away. Kane might break for him. It's gone in! Kane scores! Just shy of the hour mark at Stamford Bridge. And that could be the moment that may well clinch the title for Burnley. Penacek got something on it. But Kane's shot was just too hard for the Chelsea keeper, who maybe should have done better. And the Clarets now, if they can hold on to what they've got, could be on the verge of their third league championship in their history. And their first for 55 years. Chelsea 1, Burnley 2. And as things stand, the gap between the top two would be a massive 14 points. Chelsea now have to score twice. Well, they have to score once to bring it to 12 points and to keep the gap at 11. Here's Ramirez now. That's a good cross. Warded magnificently. And let's get the ball in too. Magnificent defending all round there by Stephen Ward. Arfield has lost it though. Whelan. Okay. And he's going through this time. Harry Kane. Ball back across. Oh, and he just couldn't reach it. Arfield keeps it alive though. Ings. Yes! 3-1. And Ings gets his second. Eden Hazard could well know now that the game is slipping away and the championship title but challenge from Chelsea slipping away too. And again, you've got to say that Penacek should have done a lot better. But take nothing away from that sumptuous finish from Danny Ings. For 3-1. Goal number 26 of the season in the league. And I make that 44th, maybe the 45th goal he scored this season. Surely. And with the England squad now being announced, he's surely got to be in the squad now. There has been talk that he has to be in the squad. Januzaj, and Ings is onside again. Burnley are leaving Chelsea in their wake here. It's behind, it comes to Arfield, deflected off the line. Well, the damage could be so worse now to Chelsea. John Terry being replaced by Nathan Ake. And Andre Schürrle are going to come on as well. This is not going down too well with the Chelsea fans. Already frustrated, they're 3-1 behind with quarter of an hour to play. Hazard has also come off. They give Schürrle a cheer, but I'm not sure about John Terry being substituted. Clarence here could have reasons here to run riot. Arfield. And Kane away from KL. Good save, if it was a save from Penacek. It wasn't, it's a goal kick in fact. Cesc Fabregas comes on for Ramirez, so there'll be no Didier Drogba tonight. Chelsea now must do it with the aces they've played. And it's Cesc Fabregas the final joker that they play now. Crowd giving them a warm welcome even though they're 3-1 down. Is this the night where Mourinho's chances of winning the league slips by? And Burnley now go 14 points clear at the top. And Ings is on the hat-trick, he's onside. Can he keep his nerve now and complete the hat-trick? Oh, you bet he can! Chelsea 1, Burnley 4. And this could be the season-defining moments of Burnley's season. This could be the one that may well seal the league championship, and if they keep playing football like this, they'll have the title won by middle of April. You can be rest assured of that. 4-1, and he has an hat-trick. 27 in the league this season. Chelsea 1, Burnley 4, and that early goal from Costa for Chelsea seems like a lifetime ago now. When on an attack, Burnley have been so ruthless. It's unbelievable. And here's Kane. Gnabry. Oh, and Ings has done it again. Is it going to be 4 for Ings? You bet it is. This is a rout for Burnley at Stamford Bridge. And even with a superior goal difference, the league title is on its way surely to Turf Moor, barring miracles here. Well, they all said Burnley's challenge would falter. Well, they've really sent a huge message out to the rest of the Premier League. It could well be the title now, and Ings has 4. And when an England call up to come up and potentially one game away from another Wembley appearance in a cup semi-final, if Burnley were to get past Stoke. And Arfield has fouled Matic. Yellow card for the Burnley player. Well, there we are. Game lost now for Chelsea. Costa chips the free kick in, and it's got in. The goal stands. Well, they pull one back anyway. Yeah. The goal line technology proves, the Hawkeye technology proves that it has crossed the line. I tell you what, that Hawkeye system has really cleared up the debate about whether a ball crosses the line or not. It's Andre Schürrle with the header, and as you can see, clearly over the line. So Chelsea add a bit more respectability to the overall score, even though they're not going to get 3 points here. But Schürrle's quite pleased, but you have to say it's still in a lost cause. 4th for the season in the league for Schürrle. Chelsea 2, Burnley 5. And the gap will still be 14 points, regardless of what Schürrle does now. Okay, good effort. Well saved by Penacek. And Burnley are in completely no worries at all. Wayland to take the corner. This is the last play of the match. Zuma trying to get up. There's the whistle. And that could be the most important result in Burnley's history. They have won by 5 goals to 2, and Danny Ings there has got 4 of them. Kane got the other. Costa and Schürrle the Chelsea response, but it's Burnley got 14 points clear by beating Chelsea by 5 goals to 2. Good afternoon to you all from the Britannia Stadium for our final video in the second part of March, and it's an FA Cup quarter-final. The other quarter-finals, United against Norwich, Chelsea, Liverpool against Tottenham, and Chelsea, of course, in action, of course, against Arsenal. Magnificent occasion. Cup quarter-finals are usually very, very tough encounters, and in the rain at Stoke City, it's going to be so tough for the Clarets, who are now 14 points ahead in the league standings. The next league fixtures on the 31st against Manchester City, but it's a cup tie that it's the cup quarter-finals we're concentrating on. Let's have a look at the 2 teams. Stoke City started with Crouch up top, with Moses and Osaidi on either wings. Sidwell, Ireland and Adam in midfield 3, with Begovic being preferred in goal. Burnley make no changes from the 11 that beat Chelsea so convincingly 5-1. Folks keeps his place even though Harry Kane got 1, but Danny Ings in great form since coming back from injury, got 4 in that game. Frank Lampard and David Jones keep their places in the centre of midfield. 3,500 clients streaming perhaps of Wembley this afternoon. And a man that could stand against them is Asmir Begovic. The referee today, Chris Foy from Merseyside. Stoke at the strikes, attack from right to left in this first half. Burnley in an all dark strip. Right to left to right. It's the FA Cup quarter-finals. One game away from the semi-finals at Wembley, and away we go then. Here's Sam Wilkes with an early touch for Burnley. Ings waits in the middle. Little chip back, and Ings was beaten to the punch there. Burnley have not won the FA Cup since 1914. Here's Lampard. Danny Ings. The last final, incidentally, reached in the FA Cup was 1962, when they were beaten 3-1 by Jimmy Grew's inspired Tottenham. Meanwhile, an early opportunity to Burnley to improve from a set play as Charlie Adam gets a booking for a foul there. See a replay of that incident. It was on Adjan Januzaj there, as you can see. It was a bit of a late challenge and not the sort of challenge one ought to be making in these wet conditions. Jones with the kick. Short to Januzaj, who held the ball up rather well. Ward. Januzaj trying to curl one and off the crossbar. So unlucky in the Manchester United loading. Trippier. Januzaj. Very good cup tie here. Breaks for Ings, and the flag is up for offside. This thing's just straight offside. There wasn't really much margin in it. The ref has given it. Well, Britannia is always whipped up with excitement. This is for a place in the FA Cup semis. It ends a draw today. We will have a replay at Turf Moor. And then the replay element drops out at the semi-final. There's Januzaj. That's a good ball. Now Ward is onto it. Two-way to the centre. Ings has got to be wary of the linesman's flag here. He seemed to drift offside at first. Jones is backing up, and it comes to Frank Lampard. A good effort. Ings towards goal. It's gone in. Danny Ings has put Burnley in front, but I don't think it's going to count. I don't think it's going to count. The linesman has put his flag up, and the referee sadly has spotted it. Here it is again. Yeah, he's just off. But again, it was fractions. Halfway through the first half, Burnley have had a goal disallowed for offside. FA Cup ties are usually one of marginal, fractional things such as that. Gnabry, wonderful ball forward. And Ings is onside this time. Ings, oh, good goalkeeping. Well done, Begovic. He stood up to Danny Ings pretty well there, to be fair. That's another good tackle. Gnabry stealing the ball, and here's Volks running on. Another good save by Begovic. This is proving to be a great quarter-final in the making here. Just no way past Begovic at the moment. Lampard with the corner. And a good header and again Begovic. I'm not sure whether he knew that was going in or wide or not. Well, it's very hard to say. But the header came in. And that was a good save. But whether or not it was going inside the post, I'm not sure whether Begovic knew about that or not. Another corner. Ings is up this time. Few oohs and ahs from the crowd. It comes away now to Moses. 1-on-1 with Zuma. And he's beaten. But not Jones. Here's Ward. Intercepted. Ward has tripped his man. Free kick. And the yellow card for Stephen Ward. Foul on Wilkinson. So a free kick to Stoke City. Going towards the last 5 minutes. There's Andy Wilkinson. Now can he to take the free kick for the Potters. 0-0. FA Cup quarter final. And the shot coming in and just wide. It was Moses. And Tom Heaton didn't even move. Ward. Lampard. There's a foul there by Frank Lampard, so a free kick to Stoke City. They've got on with it rather quickly, but again Burnley foiled them. And now Januzaj can break. Hings starts a run, and Hings is through this time. Is this the moment for Burnley to break through? And Begovic again, not for the first time in this quarter final, has made another telling contribution. Lampard, and the flag again stays down. It's Higgs. Oh, he's hit the post. Is it not going to go in this afternoon in this cup quarter final for Burnley? Well, Stoke are surviving. Burnley have dominated most of this quarter final for sure, and have found Asmir Begovic in good form. And at the moment here in this FA Cup quarter final, it's Stoke 0, Burnley 0. And a warm welcome back to the Britannia, where there is obviously this is one of 4 cup ties taking place over the weekend. Arsenal and Chelsea and Liverpool and Spurs obviously still to play, but there is a half-time, there's a game going on at Carrow Road simultaneously, and at half-time there, credit to Norwich City, they're holding Manchester United at 1-1, so it's a big stand. If it was to remain the same there would be a replay at Old Trafford. But at the moment there's still a long way to go with this game here and that game, but it looking like a pretty good result at the moment for Norwich. If they could get another goal and maybe keep United out, it could well be the shock of the quarterfinals so far. Double substitution. Glenn Whelan enters the frame, so too does Harry Kane. They replace Sam Folks and Frank Lampard respectively. So Burnley have made a double substitution, get us away now, attacking the goal to our right, and Serge Gnabry. Two-way to the centre. Kane is one of them! Headed straight at Begovic. Much more routine save by the Stoke goalkeeper. Whelan does well. Ward. Sensible play. Here's Januzaj. Kane starts a break. And Ings is in behind. 2-8 in the centre. Januzaj was one, Kane was the other. Claret's corner. And Mami Baran Diouf will come on for the ineffective Peter Crouch. And it's a like-for-like substitution. Corner to the Clarets. Jones to take. Shackles up there. Shackles header. Goal kick. Well, 10 minutes gone in the second half, and still no score in this FA Cup quarter final. And the Britannia. And as things stand, we would, if it was to end the draw, we would have a replay, as I say, at Turf Moor. Burnley looking to get the job done here this afternoon. For 0-0, this has been a good watch. Gnabry! Oh, so good here. And they've had chances here, the Clarets, to have put this quarter-final beyond the Stoke City's reach. But I've hit the post missed the target by inches and pounds. That's me a Begovic in. Well, saving everything in his power that's been thrown at him. Jones trying to win that header. Zuma in there pretty strongly. Here's Whelan. Kane is in behind. He's got Vokes in the middle. Chips it back. Well, Ken Vokes was lurking. Whelan heads it back in. And Ings! And how on earth has Begovic saved that? That is an unbelievable piece of goalkeeping by a man here who is determined beyond all recognition not to be beaten. Glenn Whelan to take this corner. Headed away, but only as far as Stephen Ward. Donald on it, and he's hurt himself. There's coming problems here. Wilkinson and Jones having a set two. It's a Clarence free kick. Gonna be David Jones! Tipped over brilliantly by Begovic, even though it was straight down his throat more or less. It was a good free kick from Jones. Got it over the wall, but the goalkeeper made a very routine save there. Corner fact, it's not going to be Danny Ings, it's going to be Glenn Whelan who's going to take this corner. Whelan with it. Ings is lurking again. Stoke can bring it out. Ward again. Oh, Ward. He's already been booked. Went sliding in dangerously on Peters. And it's gone. Two rash challenges there by the Burnley left back, and now he's suspended for the Manchester City match. Bit unlucky, but the intent was there, unfortunately. And Burnley, who have dominated so much of this quarter-final, all of a sudden find themselves down to 10 men. And with Stephen Ward now sent off, and Ings is going to have to be replaced here by Douglas, and Harry Kane now will have to play up front for the last 19 minutes plus stoppage time of this quarter-final. Burnley can't risk throwing everything at it now for the sake of it. So the quarter-final somehow has been turned on its head, but Burnley will still keep attacking here with David Jones. They've still got enough talent, even though they're down to 10 men. A little cross in there, Kane can't get there. And still not away yet. It's Yanazai, saved, and it just can't fall to Harry Kane. It will never get saved by Begovic in all of that. This has been a tremendous quarter-final for a non-non. Gnabry. And there's still 13 minutes worth of excitement still in front of us here. It looks suspiciously like offside, but it's allowed to go on. Zuma is there. The potential of a quadruple is on the line here. And Stoke are not making it easy for the Clarets. They're not making it easy at all. Adam. Ireland. Good tackle from Trippier. Now Stoke starting to ask a few questions. Now Trippier to bring it away for Burnley. He's only got Kane up if he wants him. And Trippier might decide to go alone here. And he's done so magnificently. And across it towards Kane. Oh, he's heading it straight at the goalkeeper. When well positioned, he was unmarked. And still, no way past Begovic. Are Stoke going to go for a replay? Oh, we're still for Burnley. Are they going to sneak victory from the jaws of defeat? 5 more added minutes and we'll find out what goes on here. Will Burnley win it? Will Stoke win it? Or will it be a replay? Kane. Good tackle. Kane keeps it in though. Has to conserve his energy. Looks like we're going to have to do it all over again at Turf Moor, and indeed we are. So our final game of this second part of the March videos ends goalless. Burnley went down to 10 men with a sending off award, but Asmir Begovic was the stone man of the match, save after save after save, and we've got a full-time verdict of 0-0, a replay required. Well, you've got to say Begovic was superb there in that last game. It was just, he produced save after save against us. And mind you, our cause wasn't helped by a silly sending off by Stephen Ward. So we've got to do it all over again. So too, have Arsenal and Chelsea. They've drawn 2-2 in their quarter-finals. Spurs are through, 2-1 winners over Liverpool. But the biggest shock has come at Carrow Road, where Norwich City, who are the only Football League side left in this competition, the lowest ranked team still left in the FA Cup, have knocked out 10 times winners Manchester United there by 2-1. A magnificent performance there from Alex Neil's side. They now go into the hat for the semi-finals once we have the replay sorted out. Ourselves and Stoke have to do it all over again at Turf Moor, and Chelsea and Arsenal have to go through it all over again at Stamford Bridge. So there we are. That's how we are in terms of the FA Cup. Now I don't know when we'll be playing those replays. Well, I'm more concerned of when we play Stoke, of course. Let's just see what goes on here. There's obviously a couple of reschedules, and it's going to be, I think, obviously Ward is banned for a game now. The replay date is not until April. So on the 7th of April we have a match. Tuesday the 7th of April is where we have to play Stoke in a replay. So we don't play them now for at least 3 weeks, because we've got the European Champions Cup to come, a second leg, and then there's obviously an international break to come as well. And of course Manchester City, they're not going to put that back again. And then you got Spurs on the 4th, and obviously this replay. And so there's 3 consecutive home games there to start off April. But it's a replay we could have done without, really, in terms of fixture congestion, because our season's had enough already. So with that sending off that Stephen Ward got against Stoke in that quarter-final, his suspension, by the way, does not count for the European game that's come up in the first of 4 games to finish off. There's obviously 2 involving Burnley, and obviously the 2 England games to finish off the month. But we tried everything against Stoke. I mean, we tried everything, and we just couldn't. We couldn't do Asmir Begovic on the night, on the day, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. Sometimes goalkeepers just have them sort of games where everything that's thrown at them, they just save. And to be fair, we should have won by 4 or 5 in that quarter-final, but we didn't. And we have to go again at Turf Moor on April the 7th. There's no 2 ways about it. So, as I say, we've got 2 games coming up from Burnley. That's on the 18th and the 31st, sandwiching against Borussia Dortmund and Manchester City respectively. Sandwiching between them are the 2 England games, a home match against Hungary. This is for the European Championship. This is Euro 2016 we're talking about here. Hungary and Greece are the 2 games sandwiched in between. The Hungary games at Wembley, and the Greece game will take place presumably in Athens. But that's it from our... Well, I just can't believe that I just cannot believe that we've not won that cup tie. That was unbelievable. We've had such a good run as well in the league. We've won all 3 league games. One not so convincingly. The other, certainly Chelsea and Southampton we've won pretty easily and pretty comfortably. But as I said, Stoke, it's a difficult place to go, all said, but really we could have done without that extra replay. But There we are, that's the way it is. I think you take that even going down to 10 men and all that jazz. Anyway, that's about it for this part of the Burnley career mode videos. We'll finish off March for our next edition. Until then, keep subscribing to the YouTube channel, keep subscribing to the videos, and also above all, keep watching them, because without you lot viewing, even as well on Twitch and when I do the live stream, and I feel one or two people viewing the videos as well whilst I was commentating live, you know, live, they saw all this being done live. Without you lot viewing these videos, I wouldn't still be making them now. But we are in a nitty-gritty part of the season. The fixture list is piling up as we speak. But, you know, we could be in the League Championship, could well be cutting blow dry. We're 14 points ahead in that. And if we keep winning all the games in front of us, well, we could have the title wrapped up by probably middle of March, to be quite honest. So, as I say, that first match, what a cracker to start the rest of March off with. An away match with Dortmund in the Champions League. Magnificent. Anyway, until the next time for the final part of March, I will bid you a very goodbye in the hope that you'll join us again for the next edition. Till then, take care. Bye bye now. Good night.